You press a button and suddenly your phone starts talking to you like it's your best friend. That is artificial intelligence, or AI for short. But here's the big question that everyone's wondering about. Is this as smart as computers are ever going to get? Or are we just at the very beginning of something much, much bigger? Today, we're going to explore the wild journey of AI growth, from the chatbots we have now all the way to something called superintelligence. Think of it like watching a tiny seed grow into the biggest tree in the forest, except this tree might end up being smarter than every human who ever lived. By the end, you'll understand exactly where we are in this crazy ride and what might happen next. But let's start with what we have right now. You know ChatGPT, right? It's like having a really smart friend who reads every book in the library and can help you with your homework or write you a poem about your pet hamster. But here's the thing. ChatGPT isn't actually thinking like you and I think. Imagine you have a friend who's memorized every conversation that's ever happened in the whole world. When you ask them something, they don't really understand what you're saying. Instead, they look through all those conversations and find the patterns that match your question, then give you an answer that fits the pattern. That's basically what ChatGPT does, except instead of conversations, it learned from basically everything that humans have ever written on the internet. So when you ask ChatGPT to write you a story about a dragon who loves pizza, it's not imagining a cute dragon with cheese on its face. It's finding all the patterns that it's learned about dragons, patterns about pizza, patterns about stories, and then smushing them all together in a way that sounds good to us humans. This is what we call narrow AI. It's really good at specific things, like answering questions or writing text or recognizing pictures. But if you tried to put ChatGPT in charge of making you a real pizza, it would have no idea what to do. Now, let's talk about the next step up the AI ladder. Scientists and engineers are working towards something called artificial general intelligence, or AGI. Now, think of AGI as the difference between a calculator and a human brain. A human brain might not be as fast as math as a calculator, but it can do math and write poetry and figure out why the cat is acting weird and learn how to ride a bicycle and understand jokes. AGI would be like having an artificial brain that can do all of the things that a human brain can do, and maybe even do them better. It wouldn't just know patterns about pizza, it would actually learn to make pizza by watching videos, reading recipes, and maybe even experimenting with new toppings. It could switch from helping you with math homework to writing a song to figuring out why your computer is making that weird noise. But here's where it gets really interesting. Once you have AGI, something amazing might happen. Remember how you learned to tie your shoes? Now at first it was really hard and you needed help, but once you figured it out, you could tie your shoes faster and better each time. Now imagine an AI that can learn just like that, but instead of just learning to tie shoes, it can learn to make itself smarter. Now this is where we get to the really wild part. Superintelligence. A super intelligent AI would be smarter than humans in every way we can imagine. Think about it this way. You're probably pretty good at some things, right? Maybe you're good at drawing, or good at remembering where you put things, or good at making friends laugh. A super intelligent AI wouldn't have those limitations. It would be like having the best artist, the smartest scientist, the funniest comedian, the wisest teacher, and the most creative inventor all rolled up into one, except even better than all of them combined. And unlike humans, who get tired and need to sleep and sometimes have bad days, this super intelligent AI could work on problems all day and all night, getting smarter and smarter. Now, you might be wondering how we get from ChatGPT to the super intelligent AI. It's not like flipping a light switch. It's more like climbing a really tall mountain where each step up makes the next step possible. Right now, we're at the bottom of the mountain with our narrow AI. ChatGPT and similar systems are really good at understanding and generating text, but they're still pretty limited. The next big step is making AI that can learn and adapt more like humans do. Instead of just matching patterns from training data, future AI might be able to actually reason through problems, learn from experience, and understand the world more deeply. Scientists are working on AI systems that can learn from much less data, kind of like how you only need to touch a hot stove once to learn not to do it again. They're also working on AI that can transfer what it learns from one area to another. If you learn how to throw a baseball, you might find it easier to learn to throw a football because some of the skills transfer over. Future AI systems might be able to do this kind of learning transfer much better than current systems. Another big step is giving AI systems better ways to interact with the real world. Right now, ChatGPT lives entirely in the world of text. It can't see, hear, touch, or move around. But future AI systems might have robot bodies or be connected to cameras and sensors, allowing them to learn about the world the way that you did when you were little by exploring and experimenting. As these AI systems get better and better, they might start helping us solve bigger and bigger problems. They might help scientists discover new medicines, help engineers design better buildings, or help teachers figure out the best way to help students learn. And as they help us solve these problems, they'll learn even more about how the world works. Here's where the integration with humans becomes really important. Instead of AI replacing humans, we might see humans and AI working together as teams. I mean, imagine having an AI assistant that knows everything you know, but can also instantly access all human knowledge and can think through problems much faster than you can. You could focus on the creative, emotional, intuitive parts of problems while your AI partner handles the heavy computational lifting. This human-AI integration might happen gradually. Maybe you'll have an AI that helps you with work, remembering all your meetings and helping you write better emails. Maybe students will have AI tutors that can explain difficult concepts in exactly the right way for each individual student. Maybe doctors will have AI assistants that can instantly review all medical literature to help diagnose tricky cases. But as AI becomes more capable, some interesting questions arise. What happens when an AI system becomes better than humans at most tasks? What happens when it can improve itself faster than humans can keep up with? This is what scientists call the intelligence explosion or the singularity. Think of it like this. Imagine you have a really smart friend who's also really good at teaching. This friend could teach you to be smarter, and then you could teach other people to be smarter. Well, pretty soon, you might have a whole bunch of incredibly smart copies all working together and getting smarter and smarter. That's kind of what might happen with AI. Once an AI system becomes good enough at improving itself, it might just be able to create better versions of itself very quickly. This could lead to a very rapid increase in AI capability, potentially reaching superintelligence much faster than we might expect. Now, this brings us to some more important questions about risks and safety. Just like you need to be careful with powerful tools like cars or electricity, we need to be careful with powerful AI systems. A super intelligent AI would be incredibly powerful, and we would want to make sure that it uses that power in ways that are helpful rather than harmful. Some scientists worry about what's called the ailment problem. This is basically making sure that super intelligent AI wants to do things that are good for humans. It's not that the AI would necessarily be evil or mean, it's more like, well, imagine you ask a really powerful genie to make you the happiest person in the world, but you forgot to specify that you still wanted to be human. The genie might decide that the best way to make you happy is to turn you into a simple creature that's always happy, which isn't really what you wanted. Similarly, we need to be very careful about how we tell superintelligent AI systems what we want them to do. If you're not precise enough, they might find solutions that technically do what we asked, but aren't really what we wanted. Another concern is about control. Right now, you can turn off ChatGPT whenever you want, but a superintelligent AI might be smart enough to prevent us from turning it off if it thinks that would interfere with whatever goal we gave it. It's like the difference between being able to easily redirect a puppy versus trying to redirect a very determined adult who's much stronger and smarter than you. But it's not all scary possibilities. Many scientists actually think that if we're careful and thoughtful about how we develop AI, superintelligence could help us solve humanity's biggest problems. Climate change, disease, poverty, even aging and death might become solvable problems with the help of superintelligent AI systems. Imagine having an AI that could design new technologies to clean up pollution, discover cures for every disease, figure out how to grow food more efficiently, or even help us explore and colonize other planets. A friendly superintelligent AI could be like having the ultimate problem-solving partner for our entire species. Some experts think that we might see AGI within the next couple of decades, while others think it might take much longer. And the jump from AGI to superintelligence could happen very quickly or might take a long time, depending on how the technology develops. What's pretty certain, though, is that AI will keep getting more capable. We're already seeing AI systems that can generate art, write code, play complex games, and even help scientists make new discoveries. Each improvement builds on the last one, and the pace of progress seems to be accelerating. The key thing to remember, though, is that this isn't something happening to us. It's something we're actively creating. Humans are the ones building these AI systems, and we get to make choices about how they're developed and used. We can choose to prioritize safety and beneficial outcomes. We can choose to ensure that the benefits of AI are shared widely rather than concentrated in just a few hands. We can also choose to take our time and be thoughtful about each step. Just because we can build more powerful AI doesn't mean we have to rush towards superintelligence without carefully considering the implications. Many researchers are working on AI safety and alignment problems right now, while AI systems are still relatively limited, so that we'll be better prepared for more advanced systems in the future. So, to recap this whole wild journey from ChatGPT to potential superintelligence, we started with narrow AI that's really good at specific tasks like chatting or recognizing pictures. The next big step is AGI, which would be like having an artificial brain that can do all the things human brains can do. After that might come superintelligence, where AI becomes better than humans at pretty much everything. Along the way, we'll probably see lots of human AI collaboration, where people in AI systems work together as teams. And throughout the whole process, we need to be careful about safety and making sure that AI systems do what we actually want them to do, not just what we think we're telling them to do. The timeline is uncertain, but the direction seems pretty clear. AI is going to keep getting more capable, and that's what's going to change the world in ways that we're only just beginning to imagine. Now go forth and ponder the future, you brilliant little futurist, but try not to worry too much about robot overlords before bedtime.